What's up, YouTube? This is your big bro, King Jabez. Back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at the King Jabez. And for those who want to talk to me one-on-one, I do offer consultations. Whatever you decide to do, I will appreciate it. Chosen men and chosen women, let's tap in tonight. Very important message. Chosen ones. You have something that is in high demand, and you have a power about yourself that you're not quite sure is there. What I have noticed from my years of study, various subjects, experience and leadership, as well as, I've done all type of work. I've worked in schools, I've done manual labor, I worked as a leader in a non-for-profit, content creation, music, the gym. I've done a lot of stuff. And what I've learned about capable people in various arenas is that capable people don't always know and understand their power. So you're at a place now where it's time for you to truly understand your worth. Many of you have a lot of power and don't realize it. Now, power isn't just a position in a political arena. When we hear power, that's what we think. Position in a political arena, position in a spiritual place, financial power, capital. We think of it something like that. But understand that power is sometimes deeper than that. Is your intentional influence. The power you have is the ability or the reason for your existence. You understand? You were created by the Most High, and He has scheduled your existence. So you are here for a reason, and you're here on the earth now to activate people, to awaken some things to people, to heal through your words, through your presence, through what you present to this earth. You have something in you that is of great worth, and it's about time for it to manifest. So let's look at this briefly from an astrological perspective, right? The stars in ancient texts are a reference to the angels. Angel, the word itself means messenger. So if the Most High in His wisdom used stars as a picture of the angels, there is a message in the stars. In other words, there is a message, there is a roadmap, if you will, through the universe of what's around us. Now, this is not a reference to, I know some of you are hearing this because you want to, this is not me teaching you or suggesting that you worship the creation, but understand why it's there. Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars, the various planets are not just there just to be there. The Most High has a purpose for everything He's created. So you think about Saturn. Saturn is a picture or reference to wealth, business. I think it was a popular show called The Lord of the Rings. You think about Mars. Mars is a reference to the masculine energy. The sun is a reference to masculine energy, the brightness, the strength, the power. The earth is, not the earth, but the moon is a picture of the feminine energy or the lunar energy, which teaches people at times how to think that type of frequency, that type of vibration. It is a reference to the personality, the emotions, and teaching people how to think when you think about the lunar or moon energy. So all of that is teaching we must understand, understanding the energy points of the man. Referred to in the East as the chakra system, is basically taught the same thing exactly in the Testament of Reuben. So we need to understand when we study and live our lives that everything is aligned, right? When we're referring to the creation itself, the Most High, the angels, humanity, our gifts, all of this is uniquely connected by the Most High, created for His glory and for His purpose. So when you hear all that, the natural question is, how does all that apply to me and to my life? Glad you asked me. You think about all of that creation, the earth itself, the spirit realm, natural, there's a purpose for your existence. And so you have something in you, a gift, a more plain, a song, an idea, a business endeavor, a talent, a presence, a physique, a body that inspires people. All of that matters. There are people who are in great shape, and that physique inspires others to take care of their health. There are women who are really beautiful on this earth, and that will inspire other ladies across the world to increase their looks, to improve their looks, right? I said increase their looks. I don't know if you do it or not, but you know what I'm trying to say. There is a reason for everything. That's what I'm saying. Every person, rather, has a purpose. Everyone can't be a bodybuilder. Everyone can't be a model. Everyone can be an artist. Everyone can be a business person. Everyone can be a teacher or a leader. You got to figure out your lane. And when you find your lane, whatever that is, and sometimes your lane is multiple layers. Let me tap in on that too. Let's tap in. Let's normalize being good at multiple things. Let me say that. Because when I say your lane, I'm not saying you should be in one box, because that's what people want to do. And when you show you're capable of doing multiple things, they think it's a contradiction or they can't receive that. And so that's something I learned even in my own life. I don't let people put me in one box. Just because I learned a lot and do talks, I have personality, I tell jokes, I do music, I go to the gym, I have a life, right? So I don't allow my strength, which is my knowledge and ability to communicate and speak to people. That's not all there is to me. It's just talking and giving speeches. And same for you. If you have something you do very well, you can't let people put you in one box. That's what I'm trying to say. This message about being in high demand is about you doing you. And the way the world is working now in 2025, from my assessment and from my study, and what I believe the Most High is saying to me is, you have to be good at multiple things. That's the way the world's heading. So if you're not getting that, listen to this download. The way the world is heading, 2025 and going into 2026 in just 3 or 4 months from now, the world we're going to live in is going to require you to be multi-layered, good at multiple things, having several streams of income, finding ways to make it and to survive and to thrive once you get past that level. Let me put that out there in this current world. And that's the message I'm trying to give you today. So I read this book about a year ago. This is something that was suggested to me from someone who heard my content on TikTok, and he does a lot of talks too. And the name of the book is The Law of One. Right? Some of you probably read this. The Law of One, Book 1, The Raw Material by Ra and Humble Messenger of the Law of One. So I read this book. It's like, what is it? Like 223 pages, whatever it is. And it obviously challenged me to think differently about a number of topics. I made a list here. I think you'll think this is interesting, of just the different topics mentioned in here. We're probably going to dive real deep into this in the future. I'm kind of honestly testing the water with this right now and see if you guys are interested or not. And I'll probably go into more in depth. Well, I will going forward, whether it be exclusive or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. But the deep concepts in this book, this is not me saying I'm an expert in any of this, but just studying the concepts that were mentioned. Hypnosis, spirit channeling, UFOs, aliens, Egypt and the pyramids, the purpose for the pyramids, crystal work, meditation, 3D to 5D, God's name Adonai, which I am an expert in theology, so I was shocked by that one a little bit. That was in there. God's name Adonai, Orion or Orion, I'm familiar with that too, which is a spirit that refers to pride in a person that can't be teachable. That's not what it was referenced in this book, but that's my understanding of it from spiritual warfare. The soul system of other life, which we talked a little bit about that today with the different planets, and the pyramid, 7 balanced pyramids in 52 other buildings for healing and initiation work. So I thought that obviously, read something like that, I had to take my time. Okay. And obviously I'm not expert in them even now talking about this a year later, because I've been trying to process this, and going in more depth. I make lists of topics and I just study them over and over again, different various topics. So when I speak on something on my platform, I did my due diligence, right? And so what does all of that have to do with this message? Everything. In the midst of all of that that's going on all around us, all type of spiritual activity, natural, physical, you have a purpose. And your purpose is to really activate and to use what's in you. And you can't use your gift. You cannot manifest what is in high demand. Let's get on track. You have something that is in high demand, and you are much more powerful than you think. Let me make that crystal clear. You have a gift. In the midst of all of these different teachings, there's something about you that can really reach a lot of people. You have a gift, you have a power, you have a presence that the Most High gave you. And that's going to open some doors for you. That's going to bring blessings your way. This is going to have you on a new level. And it's going to amaze even you. So, ladies, men, that's the download for tonight's video. Think about your life, your passions, what you're good at, what you're learning. And understand that that is in high demand, whether you believe it or not. You have a power in you, a purpose that the world needs to see. That's the message. That is the download for you. In other words, use what you have. I say it all the time, don't I? I say it all the time. Time, talent, and treasures. I'm going to keep on repeating that because that'll never change. That will never change. You dig? We have time, which is a gift. We don't know how much time we have. Time's a gift from God. We have treasures, and we have talent. And when you use that, it will be in high demand. So thanks for listening. God bless. Peace.